Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So I got this Plan C tweet up here, the calm before the storm with regards to Bitcoin price. So he's posting this with regards to total exchange transaction fees, and he mentions the supply side remains bullish and demand will be inevitable. Now, take a look at this. At the top of the bull run, okay, the top of the bull run in 2017 or early 2018, we saw total exchange transaction fees spike. Okay, purple, and then it breaks it down. Okay, so purple is deposits, blue withdrawals, green, or the darker green, is in-house, and the lighter green inter-exchange. And of course, this gray line here represents Bitcoin price. Now let's take a look at today. So we did see that high back in April, May of 2021. We did see a similar pattern where total exchange transaction fees spiked similarly to what we saw back in 2017, 2018. However, this new all-time high, so what we would expect the new all-time high to be for Bitcoin, that $70,000 mark, that should technically be the top of the bull run. However, look at this down here, total exchange transaction fees at a low. So we did not see the same pattern compared to the 2017 bull run. The all-time high saw that spike, and this new all-time high in 2021, late 2021, did not see that spike, which means something else is going on here, and maybe we are not actually at the top yet. So I've got XRP up here right now trading at about 62 cents. XRP just kind of doing its thing in this level of support. This is XRP on the hourly. Let me throw it on the daily here. You guys can see a little better here, just kind of chilling down here in this level of support. So not too much movement for XRP. And just bringing up Bitcoin here again, Bitcoin on the daily, 38,400. We have seen the Bitcoin price trudging up slowly but surely. We still have a ways to go. I mean, it could be that this is indeed the top. I mean, I know I'm flitting back and forth here, but we do have to take that into consideration. This could just be one elongated retracement for Bitcoin up to the 702. Of course, we still have not seen any movement really for altcoins. And usually what punctuates the end of the Bitcoin market is an altcoin rally. So we have not seen that altcoin rally. I mean, it could begin at any moment, I suppose. It could begin once we hit here, or it could begin once we hit here. And of course, altcoins are going to be different. Usually XRP is the last one to hit. At least that's what we saw in the last bull run. So in and around here, you know, this is the time where we should be seeing those altcoins pump up, but we have not really seen that as of yet. So some are still skeptical, right? Not necessarily considering this a Bitcoin top, the $69,000 mark. Again, you know, I've gone over several reasons why this could be the case. We are trading on low volume. This Bitcoin price structure up here looks very, very different to what we've seen in former tops, right? So, you know, Bitcoin price still kind of hovering. We haven't made any lower lows, so that's another good sign here. If we go below this $28,500 mark, I think that would definitely be the mark of the end of the Bitcoin cycle, and then we'd reset, start again. But there are a few things we're still waiting on. Bitcoin price retracing, that altcoin rally to follow. You know, there's interesting news here coming from Michael. This has to do with more Bitcoin adoption. So, you know, another reason why I don't think we're actually at the top, right? Because with more Bitcoin news, more Bitcoin utilization, I suppose, more people are going to get invested and the price will eventually move up higher. I mean, it could take another 6 months or 12 months. We just don't know. But with regards to this, so a recent NYDIG report found that Bitcoin had settled more transaction volume in Q1 of 2021 than all credit card networks combined for the entire year. So just take a look at this chart down here. New research has found that the annual transaction volume on the Bitcoin network surpassed that of some well-known credit card networks such as American Express and Discover. This was during 2021. The Saturday NYDIG Research Weekly report stated that Bitcoin processed $3 trillion worth of payments during 2021, placing it above popular credit card networks American Express and Discover. So just taking a quick look here at this chart. Of course, Visa and MasterCard, the top two. But look at that, Bitcoin in number 3, and it gives us the numbers all the way back from 2012, all the way through till 2021. And you guys can see here, this is represented in $1 trillion of value. So Bitcoin $3.0 trillion. of value, and it did surpass American Express with $1.2 trillion and Discover with about $500 billion. Of course, not surpassing Visa and MasterCard, at least not yet. That may change though. Even though Bitcoin transactions, we know Bitcoin transactions do take a long time to process. Even though that is the case, we are still seeing more people utilizing Bitcoin for certain types of purchases, I suppose. I feel like, this is becoming more popular because, cross-border transactions are becoming more popular, or rather cross-border commerce is becoming more popular. So people are realizing, what is the one currency we can transact in? And I suppose, because of name recognition, Bitcoin is one of those top ones. So taking over annual volume, or at least for quarter one, that of American Express and Discover. Wanted to thank Michael for pointing that out. Another one here from Michael, payments giant Visa says crypto-related transactions skyrocketing in fiscal first quarter of 2022. So I touched on this a little bit the other day, but just because we were talking about Bitcoin vis-a-vis American Express and Discover, Visa says that they've also seen usage of cards funded by crypto assets surge in their first fiscal quarter of 2022. So CNBC cites Visa's most recent earnings calls, where the credit card giant said that customers are using crypto-loaded cards at a record pace, as the company recorded $2.5 billion in payments from October to December of 2021. The figure represents 70% of Visa's crypto-related volume for all of fiscal year 2021. And here's a quote from Vasant Prabhu. He's Visa's chief financial officer. He says, "To us, this signals that customers see utility in having a Visa card linked to an account at a crypto platform. There's value in being able to access that liquidity to fund purchases and manage expenses, and to do so instantly and seamlessly." Well, we know that language, synonymous with a company that talks about cross-border, instant, fast, cheap settlements, namely Ripple. We know Visa just recently purchased Earthport. Well, not so recently now, but they purchased Earthport, which is Ripple-enabled. So I can see why Visa is thriving in this space and why more customers are getting interested in cryptocurrency payments. So just another piece of news there to put this into perspective. Again, another great one from Michael. And this guy's from Dusty BC Crypto News. So this is breaking from El Salvador. El Salvador angrily rejects the IMF's call to drop its Bitcoin use. So if you guys recall, the IMF did come down on El Salvador saying, you guys shouldn't be using Bitcoin, it's bad, and it's gonna end up in a disaster, and so on and so forth. Well, the government of El Salvador on Monday rejected a recommendation by the IMF to drop Bitcoin as legal tender in the Central American country. And so their Treasury Minister, Alejandro Zelaya, angrily said that no international organization is going to make us do anything at all. That's the quote. Zelaya told the local television station that Bitcoin is an issue of sovereignty. Countries are sovereign nations, and they take sovereign decisions about public policy, he said. The IMF recommended last week that El Salvador dissolve the $150 million trust fund it created when it made the cryptocurrency legal tender and return any of those unused funds to its treasury. The agency cited concerns about the volatility of Bitcoin prices and the possibility of criminals using the cryptocurrency. So that's what the IMF recently stated. And of course, El Salvador having none of it. I believe that Nayib Bukele in a tweet said, it's comical that the IMF, why weren't you worried about our people before? All of a sudden, now that we've moved to Bitcoin, now you're interested in what we do now, but you didn't care before about our people. And I think that is very telling. I think the fact that the IMF is trying to push this on a sovereign nation really does speak volumes to how much the IMF and other central banking organizations do not want countries to jump on Bitcoin, and they're worried that this is going to end in a positive result and perhaps push other developing countries. I believe there are already some in Africa that are looking to do the same thing, to go that way, because then, well, what happens, right? Sovereign currencies, if these countries accept them, they are then less easily controlled by the central banking system. And, people at the IMF, the World Bank, the World Economic Forum don't take too kindly to cowboys like that. So there's that. Of course, anytime they tell you to do something, it's probably prudent to do the opposite. I love that El Salvador is doing this. I do not care necessarily that it is Bitcoin. It could be any other independent cryptocurrency. But I love that they're doing this. I love that they're essentially giving the proverbial middle finger to the legacy banking system. I also saw this guy's from Finextra. AstroPay moves into crypto. So AstroPay, if you guys didn't know, they are a Ripple partner. And so they are an online payment solution of choice of over 5 million users in the world, and they've launched its cryptocurrency offering. giving those who want to explore the world of digital assets the option to buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their web app. The offering is cost-effective, as users can trade cryptocurrencies without paying any purchase, trading, transfer, or maintenance fees. And so Mikkel Lichtenstein, AstroPay's CEO, he said, "We are thrilled to launch our cryptocurrency offering that puts us at the forefront of international payment solutions. With this offering, we want to serve younger users who are more inclined to trade cryptocurrencies as they are digital natives. AstroPay has been operating with cryptocurrencies for over 2 years, and we decided that now is the right time to offer our users the option to trade these digital assets." And so some coins that they're supporting right now: Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Cardano, which can be acquired in local currency or American dollars. So not offering XRP at the moment. However, they may be using XRP in the background. Just to give you guys some context here, AstroPay, online payment gateway solution provider, gives you guys a bit of a description here. And then just down here, AstroPay card is a more direct way of payment. Customers can buy the card and at the checkout page can enter the details of card and pay for the service products. And right down here, AstroPay has launched Ripple, LATAM, in 2014, a Ripple network-based company. So I believe this was translated. It doesn't really make grammatical sense. However, you can see the connection there to Ripple and the Latin American region as far back as 2014. So AstroPay now offering a new cryptocurrency trading service. Of course, you know, this is becoming more and more popular globally as cryptocurrencies are also becoming more popular globally. And then there was this, guys, from Jack the Rippler here. Boom. Today, leading payments platform Modular announced a partnership with Ripple, the leader in enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions, to enable seamless payments in the UK and Europe. Trust Payments, the global unified payments group, is the first customer to go live and begin benefiting from the partnership. Together, the two leading fintechs will make it easier than ever for businesses like Trust Payments to run real-time payments internationally, powered by Ripple's financial technology, RippleNet. With Modular's technology, global businesses have an alternative to legacy correspondent banking and can now make payments into the UK and Europe faster, more reliable, and cost-effective. And so give some more details about that, the different payment rails that they are utilizing here. And then just down here, commenting, John O'Connor, Chief Commercial Officer of Trust Payments, he said, "Trust Payments continues its disruption in payments with the partnership between Modular and Ripple, delivering a new payment option for settlements. We want to ensure other merchants alternatives to traditional methods with reduced fees and increased speed of funding their accounts." So boom, yet another company partnering with RippleNet. This time it's Modular, looking to expand rails in Europe and the UK. And you think to yourself, yeah, but there are already rails in the UK, and why can't they just use another company? Guys, this is an example, at least to me it is, of where we are going. Once we have seen rails put in place, whether it's the UK or any other country in Europe, really, that's one company providing that one route for payments. Well, there are many payment companies in these regions, and so to see more rails expand out, the competition is growing, RippleNet infrastructure also growing, more demand on the XRPL, more utility for XRP. Thus, what eventually happens, guys? The price of XRP rises based on the demand that is needed. So the more demand, the better it is. And so this, to me, another step in the right direction. Great news here. Wanted to thank Jack the Rippler for pointing that out. And so I also saw this just today. Robert Dobbs posted this. Look what's next to President Biden. And so this is from Fox Business News. They've got President Joe Biden up here awaiting Biden's crypto order. We know we're kind of waiting in anticipation to see how crypto is going to be regulated in the United States. And right beside Joe Biden here, a Ripple coin. Of course, I'm sure just a stock image that the editors over there at Fox have found to put beside a video or a photo of Joe Biden here. But we're all kind of waiting with bated breath, right, to see what's going to happen next. There's the SEC lawsuit, which I'm not going to touch on today in this video. I think we're all very tired hearing about that. Nevertheless, I mean, we still have to kind of pay attention, because if we are invested in XRP, it's part of our duty, I suppose. And oh, by the way, just yesterday when I was mentioning that John Deaton petition, the one for international XRP hodlers, I checked on it this morning. I refreshed the browser, checked on it this morning, and saw that many of you guys did sign that petition. So if you guys still haven't signed it, I don't have the link right here, but you can go to yesterday's video, the video in the afternoon that I did, and the link is actually in that description of that video. Anyway, going a little bit off topic, so we're awaiting Biden's crypto order. Of course, you know, regulatory clarity is going to make a splash once we get that final verdict, once we see the clear rules of the road in the United States. You know, a lot of us realizing, especially us XRP hodlers, that a lot of it is riding on the Ripple SEC case. So What kind of verdict are we going to get there? Is that going to coincide with what Joe Biden's administration is considering for cryptocurrency regulatory clarity? But then I saw this, guys, another one from Michael at Val5Links. Sheila Warren, okay? Sheila Warren is part of the World Economic Forum. Here it says that she's a former executive at the World Economic Forum. She has just been tapped to join the Crypto Council for Innovation as its CEO. The crypto lobby group hopes to shape crypto policy in the United States. So is this a good or a bad thing? Well, let me read you guys this article from Crypto Briefing. Warren called at present moment critical for the crypto ecosystem. Down here, Sheila Warren, a former executive at the World Economic Forum, has been tapped to join the Crypto Council for Innovation as its CEO. The crypto lobby group hopes to shape crypto policy in the United States. So the blockchain and Web3 space has faced growing attention from lawmakers in the US. As we all know, the past executive of the WEF, Sheila Warren, will join the crypto lobbying group Crypto Council for Innovation as its CEO starting on February 2nd, which is tomorrow. In addition to her role on the executive committee, she also worked as the World Economic Forum's head of data, blockchain, and digital assets. So an important connection there. The Crypto Council for Innovation was founded in April of last year, and its prominent member organizations include Fidelity, Coinbase, Block, and venture capital firms Paradigm, Ribbit Capital, and Andreessen Horowitz. Warren called the present moment critical for the crypto ecosystem, emphasizing the importance of the next 2 years for the digital asset space. So to me, it sounds like, if you are government, you want to be in line with what the WEF sees or how they plan on rolling out cryptocurrency implementation. All those things like ISO 20022, so on and so forth, right? And especially if these lawmakers, Congress people, they don't know crypto as well as maybe even you and I. Sheila Warren is now being put in place to lead them in the right direction. So down here, it just gives a little bit of history of the World Economic Forum. Warren saw last year's $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, which had tax language potentially problematic to the crypto space, as a massive wake-up call to a lot of people. She also highlighted the importance of the Biden administration's coming executive order, forcing government bodies to propose crypto regulation. They also touch a little bit on the SEC's proposal last week to expand the definition of securities. And there were also some questions raised about the America Competes Act. I will leave this article in the description if you guys care to read it further. Many bodies have been getting involved in oversight in the industry, and so crypto lobbying groups such as the Crypto Council for Innovation, as well as the Political Action Committee dubbed the GMI-PAC that was announced last Friday, which seeks to fund candidates in the coming November midterm elections to the tune of $20 million, are increasingly relevant as well. So what does this mean, guys? The United States realizing they have to get cryptocurrency right. And so who better to pilfer from than the World Economic Forum, an organization that has deep ties to the central banking system. So why not take Sheila Warren in order to provide more insight as to where cryptocurrencies are going to go in the future? A lot of it comes down to how much influence the World Economic Forum has. And I've showed this June 2021 paper a lot on this channel, but it's important because there's already a plan in place. There's already a system that is going to be implemented. Ripple and XRP definitely highlighted in this paper, along with Stellar's XLM and a few other cryptocurrencies like Algorand, Cardano, Celo, Solana. So I mean, to me, if you're pilfering somebody from the World Economic Forum, an organization that already has, well, first they've got a lot of power and a lot of influence, but already has a list of cryptocurrencies that they see being useful in the future, why not have somebody from that organization that already knows the policy? This might also have an impact on how the SEC or whatever body ends up doing it, how they decide to regulate cryptocurrencies. And so what does that mean, with a Ripple SEC lawsuit looming overhead? It seems to me like there is likely going to be some kind of favorable outcome because you cannot stifle innovation. Even if we put Ripple and XRP aside, stifling innovation in the United States is not going to be beneficial for anybody, other than China maybe. Not going to be beneficial for anybody. And so I do think, as much as I trash talk the World Economic Forum, I do think this is a good move. I think Sheila Warren could bring a lot to the table for cryptocurrency clarity in the United States. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.